Hello everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. Welcome to our reading of the Zohar. We are once again in our common reading of this special sacred text, the Book of Zohar. This week we are reading Torah portion VaYera, and I will show you how to find the text in a moment. Let's check in who is with us today from around the world. Crystal is writing oceans of love and hugs to brothers and sisters from Sydney. Carly from California. Sean from Melbourne. Julie from Salt Lake. Tolik from Brooklyn. Ed from Ohio. Susan from Toronto. Olu from UK. Patricia from Ohio. Mel from Australia. Carl from Pittsburgh. Sonia from Norway. Oh, folks are saying they can't hear me. One moment. Let me try to fix this. Check, test. Friends, let me know when you can hear me. Check, test. Check, test. Check. Okay, friends can hear me. I'm sorry. I'm just need to fix the sound here. Let's start over. Okay, friends, how's this? Is this better? Please let me know in the chat. Okay, once again, welcome everyone to our common reading of the Zohar. Let's again see who is with us. Akai, Annie, Judith, Susan, Josh, Olu, Crystal, Misha from Israel, Anima, April, Sean from Pittsburgh, Carl from Pittsburgh, Mel from Australia, Patricia from Ohio, Carly from California, and Crystal is writing from Sydney, Australia. Oceans of love, mountainous hugs to all our Kabbyu brothers and sisters around the world. Friends, I hope you can hear me okay. Welcome again to our weekly reading of the Zohar, of the special sacred text. Today we'll be continuing to read the weekly Parsha, the weekly Torah portion, which is VaYera. I will show you in a moment how to find that. If you go to Kabbalahinfo and type in Zohar for all, it should be volume 3. if you click on volume 3, VaYera, and the second section, man's soul rises from the earth to the firmament. All right, friends, before we'll start reading, let's hear some sacred words from our teacher, Dr. Rav Michael Laitman.
There will come a time connection in the world. I have to start operating the world, because otherwise nothing is working. The economic system, the financial system, the food system, the work system, nothing is working in the connection between people. So I have to start studying that. Where will I study that? That it doesn't talk about it anywhere. Where's the university that teaches it? Where is this map that explains how everything is connected? This has to be discovered between us. How? We want things to be safe. We want everything in life to be there for us, for our children. We don't want hurricanes and other natural disasters and so on. So we have to know the right connection between us. How will we know it? So, it is said that in this special book called the Book of Zohar, it talks about the connection between you. If you long for that, read. So I start and switching the pages, another page and another page, and you start seeing that it's working, and people will see it, because when masses engage in something, it begins to be that they will still have to be somewhat connected to the sources. Somewhat. It's like, religious people today. They don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're just, they're reading all kinds of things, even if they don't understand exactly what it is. Because the whole Torah actually speaks about connection between people, but they study it differently.
Okay, friends, sorry about sound issues. I hope you can hear me now. We'll continue with the reading now. Zohar for All, Volume 3, VaYera, man's soul rises from the earth to the firmament. Man's soul, when a man sleeps at night, his soul rises from the earth to the firmament and stands in that upper radiance, and the Creator visits her. 20. Each soul of a righteous, since she stands in the place of his glory, is worthy of receiving illumination of Chokhmah. Standing, and she is worthy of sitting with her to receive the clothing of Chasadim, which is sitting. The Creator, Zir Anpin, called upon the patriarchs, Hagat, his 3 lines, and told them, "Go visit so-and-so, the righteous who arrived, and greet him on my behalf," meaning that the 3 lines will bestow upon her the illumination of the coupling called greeting. On my behalf is the Nukva, and they say, God Almighty, he is not worthy of the father going to see his son. The son should see and behold and come to meet his father. In the beginning, Zeir Anpin illuminated for the soul the illumination of the right line, Abraham, Holam. Afterwards, he illuminated for her the illumination of the left line, Isaac, Shuruk, and the division between the two lines occurred. Then the soul was blocked, and the illumination of the two lines departed from the soul, and they returned to Zeir Anpin. They said to him, Master of the world, it is unbecoming for a father to go see his son, since she was blocked and cannot receive from him. Rather, the son should see and behold and ask about his father, meaning that the soul should raise Man from the screen of Hirik, and then the middle line, Jacob, will awaken. At that time, the soul will be able to receive our illumination. And the Creator calls Jacob and tells him, You who suffered raising sons, go and greet so-and-so, the righteous, who came here, and I will go with you. It is written, Who seek your face, even Jacob, Selah, referring to the souls of the righteous that Jacob, the patriarch, would greet, and they sought his face. Jacob is the middle line. Sons is the birth of Mochin. The affliction of the son is the screen of Hirik that diminishes the level from Gar to Vak, and thus causes sorrow. But it is impossible to bear sons, Mochin, except with that screen. After the soul raised Man to Jacob, meaning he attracted the screen of Hirik on which the middle line, which is Jacob, emerges, she told him, Your way is to draw Mochin on the screen of Hirik. Make this coupling for the soul. Go and greet or receive the face of the righteous, so-and-so, who came here. Face is Chokhmah. Greeting, receiving the face, is clothing of Chokhmah in Chasadim, and eliciting the level of Chasadim and clothing Chokhmah in Chasadim is called greeting. Jacob, the patriarch, is the throne of glory. The Creator made a covenant only with Jacob, more than the making of covenants with all his fathers. He made that throne for his dwelling only from the first ones, because the first ones, Abraham and Isaac, cannot shine without him. This is why he includes their illumination in himself and becomes a throne in and of itself. It is written, He will make them inherit the throne of glory. This is Jacob the patriarch, who made that throne in itself to receive the Torah for the souls of the righteous. And the meaning of the words is the throne of glory, meaning the law of Jacob, who became the throne, will inherit them to the souls of the righteous. The Creator walks with Jacob every beginning of the month. When the soul sees the glory of the mirror, which is the Shekhinah of her Maker, the soul blesses and bows before the Creator, as it is written, Bless the Lord, my soul. The Creator stands over the soul, and the soul opens and says, O Lord, my God, you are very great. She praises the Creator for the body that remains in this world too, and says, Bless the Lord, my soul, and all that is within me, indicating to the body. Thus, first the soul praises the Creator for her own attainment, and then she says, Bless the Lord, my soul, O Lord, my God, you are very great. Afterwards, she praises Him for the body too, for the splendor of the soul is extended downward and shines to the body. Then she says, Bless the Lord, my soul, and all that is within me, the name of His holiness. And the Creator walks with Jacob, as it is written, and the Lord appeared to him by the oaks of Mamre. And Jacob is called Mamre. The name Mamre is because Jacob inherited 200 worlds from Eden, and he is a throne, for he became a throne in and of itself. Mamre is 281 in Gematria. Hence, the 200 of Eden that Jacob was awarded, as it is written, and 200 are for those who keep its fruit. 81 in Gematria is a chair. Thus, 281 in Gematria are Mamre. 200 worlds from Eden is the Chokhmah, called Eden. And the chair is for the Chasadim that clothe the Chokhmah. This is why it is written, and the Lord appeared to him by the oaks of Mamre. And this is the reason why Jacob is called Mamre, for he contains Eden and throne, which are the name Mamre. By the oaks of Mamre. Oaks means mighty and strong, and Mamre is Jacob, as it is written, the mighty one of Jacob. It is written, while he was sitting at the 10th door in the heat of the day, and it is written, Lord, who will dwell in your tent? In other words, the 10th door is illumination of the right. Line, covered, Chasadim, illumination of the point of Cholam, me of Elokim, implied in the word who, in the verse, who will dwell in your tent. In the heat of the day, as it is written, but unto you that fear my name shall the Sun of Righteousness arise with healing in its wings. This refers to the illumination of the left line, the illumination of the point of Shuruk, Ele of Elokim, illumination of Chokhmah without Hasadim, called the coming out of the sun from its sheath. Since the light of Chokhmah shines only in a sheath of Hasadim, and when it shines without Hasadim, it burns, as it is written, in the heat of the day. At that time, the wicked are sentenced in it, but the righteous are healed by it, since they disclose man and draw Hasadim to clothe the Chokhmah. This is what the Zohar implies in its interpretation of in the heat of the day. In the verse, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Sun of Righteousness arise with healing in its wings." This teaches us that this light of the sun heals only in its wings, in the clothing of Hasadim that cover the force of the sun like wings. And before the arrival of the wings from the middle line, it is in the heat of the day, and at that time it burns. At the time when the soul is in the heat of the day, the Creator's Zeir Anpin goes to bestow upon the soul. This means that he walks from place to place in 3 places. He also walks from the 10th door, the hidden Hasadim in me, right line, to in the heat of the day, Ele, meaning left line, and afterwards to Jacob's place, the middle line. Since the patriarchs Abraham and Isaac heard that the Creator, Zeir Anpin, is going to the soul, they sensed that the soul was in a state of in the heat of the day, that she needed a place for clothing the Hasadim. Hence, they asked Jacob to go with them and greet the soul, meaning to draw over his screen of Hirik the level of Hasadim that decides between Abraham and Isaac, at which time the Chokhmah closes in Hasadim, which is peace. It is called peace because prior to the determining of the level of Hasadim, the 2 lines are disputed, but through the level of Hasadim, the middle line, peace, is made between them. And Abraham and Isaac were standing over the soul, meaning after Jacob imparted the Hasadim in the greeting, and shone upon her the 2 lines, Abraham and Isaac as well, as it is written, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, meaning the soul, and behold, 3 men were standing opposite him. The 3 men are the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, standing opposite him and seeing the good deeds that the soul has done, meaning they see the man of the soul and impart her with mine duchrin, in Aramaic, male water. And when he saw them, he ran from the 10th door to meet them and bowed himself to the earth, since she saw the presence of his glory with them, as it is written, "Your oils are good for fragrance. Your name is purified oil. Therefore, the maidens love you." Fragrance is the man that the soul rises to draw Jacob's illumination of peace, the level of Hasadim, when the level of Hasadim is clothed. Hence, your oils are good, since the mochin are received in the good oil. Purified oil means in the heat of the day, when the 2 lines depart from the soul and cannot shine. At that time it is considered that the oil, the mochin, is emptied from the soul. The illumination of the point of Shuruk, however, afterwards, at the coming of Hasadim from Jacob, the illumination of Chokhmah is obtained from that point of Shuruk. Your name is purified oil, means that during the illumination of the point of Shuruk, your name is obtained, the revelation of the Shekhinah, the name of the Creator. And yet, the soul's only craving is to draw the chasadim of the right line, me. This is why the verse ends, therefore the maidens love you. Meaning the concealed chasadim from me, gar of Binah, from which the souls particularly like to draw. This is what is explained in the words, when he saw, meaning the revelation of the Shekhinah through the illumination of Shuruk after it closes in Hasadim. At that time, he ran to meet them to receive from the 10th door me, as it is written, therefore the maidens love you, meaning the Hasadim that are covered from Chokhmah, which are called maidens, that the souls love. Okay, let's take a moment to see who is with us. Ewelina from Germany, Andy from West Virginia. We have Akai, Cannibal from France. We have Sean, April, Adongo from Kenya. Thank you, friends. Let's conclude and keep our intention until the next reading, and let's conclude with the words of Kabbalist Dr. Michael Laitman.
There will come a time when every person in the world will understand that we're all interconnected as some network, like it already is understood by people who are knowledgeable in that, who research that, those intelligent people who have an interest in understanding how the world works and so on. Some people are of those 10% altruists who kind of feel the connection of the world as well. But if everything is connected, it doesn't mean that much anything yet. Okay, if everything is connected, I need to be nice to others. Fine. But if, to the extent that I understand the connection in the world, I have to start operating the world, because otherwise nothing is working. The economic system, the financial system, the food system, the work system, nothing is working in the connection between people. So I have to start studying that. Where will I study that? That it doesn't talk about it anywhere. Where's the university that teaches it? Where is this map that explains how everything is connected? This has to be discovered between us. How? We want things to be safe. We want everything in life to be there for us, for our children. We don't want hurricanes and other natural disasters and so on. So we have to know the right connection between us. How will we know it? So it is said that in this special book called the Book of Zohar, it talks about the connection between you. If you long for that, read. So I start and switching the pages, another page and another page, and you start seeing that it's working, and people will see it, because when masses engage in something, it begins to be, they will still have to be somewhat connected to the sources, somewhat. It's like, religious people today. They don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're just, they're reading all kinds of things, even if they don't understand exactly what it is. Because the whole Torah actually speaks about connection between people, but they study it differently.